Hello, magical beings. I am here once again to share my knowledge of the craft, my rituals and celebrations for the changing seasons. As the air gets colder and the days appear shorter, we come upon a time midway between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. This time, for those who follow the wheel of the year, is Samhain. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aura and thank you so much for spending this time with me. I admit that this video is pretty late considering a lot of people celebrate Samhain on Halloween, October 31st. Traditionally, Samhain is celebrated halfway between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. This is about 6.5 weeks after the fall equinox, and Halloween does fall within that time frame, but you are welcome to celebrate before, after, or during, whichever day resonates with you the most. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Samhain and full moon on that day if you celebrated, and I hope you won't mind this video being a little bit past due date. Samhain is a pagan holiday where you honor those who have passed on and celebrate the harvest that was from the previous year. It is also considered the witch's new year. The wheel turns again and the cycle continues. Traditionally, Samhain is celebrated with silent suppers, where you have a silent supper with your loved ones, leaving an empty space at the table for any of those who have passed on throughout the year or in previous time. And it is also tradition to use the year's harvest to make whatever food you are making. Altars are also set up and displayed to remember those who have passed on and honor their presence. I personally set up an altar for my grandfather on my father's side, my grandma and my grandpa on my mom's side, and my aunt and uncle on my mom's side as well. You can decorate their altars with candles, something that reminds you of them, a personal item from them, flowers, autumnal decor, anything you would like. I personally lighted my candles and had some tea with my ancestors just to connect with them and bring them into my space and let them know that I am still appreciating their existence. It was a really lovely time, but that is not what this video is particularly about. I love baking. My grandmother, my dad's mom, started teaching me how to bake what felt like as soon as I could stand. One of my favorite things to bake, if you haven't guessed by my previous cooking videos, are pies. And what better pie to make right now than pumpkin? This recipe has a lot of parts and took the better half of one of my days. At this time, I welcome you to go and grab a pen and paper if you would like to follow along, or a snack, coffee, tea, water, whatever you need to enjoy the rest of this video. You should really make this pie. It is one of the best pies I have ever made. Let's begin. I started with what I thought would just be a potpourri, a simmer pot, to make the house smell good. What I made with this in the end really tied the whole pie together. Do you know how magical apples are? They have a star, a pentagram, in the center. Apples represent love and healing. Boil 4 cups of water and begin incorporating everything into the pot. I chose herbs that reminded me of the changing season. The pine trees, alive and fragrant with protection and healing. cloves for protection and love, cinnamon for success, spirituality, and psychic power, and finally cardamom to bring in love and lust. Stir in 1 cup of cranberries for abundance, healing, and love, and bring the pot to a boil, then simmer on low for 2 to 3 hours, adding 1 cup of water as needed. It's time to begin working with the wonderful pumpkin. Pumpkin represents lunar magic, prosperity, love, and fertility. Cut the pumpkin in half and remove the insides and seeds. Prepare a well-oiled or buttered baking tray. I buttered the pumpkins before placing them cut side down. Baking them for 45 to 50 minutes at 325 degrees. Don't forget to check on your simmer pot. Add water or stir as needed. Now to start the pie crust. I personally am not a fan of most pie crusts unless I make it myself. This recipe is perfect for me. It is not too bland, too stiff, or too sweet. 1 cup of all-purpose flour and half a cup of whole wheat flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and sugar, 2 sticks of cold unsalted butter, diced, and 6 tablespoons of ice water go into this crust. I also prefer to mix my dough by hand. And once well combined, I work the dough for only 30 seconds, mostly to form it into a flat circle. While working the dough, I am envisioning healing and loving energies being folded in and wishing anyone who consumes this pie receives its healing power. Seal the dough and refrigerate for 1 hour before using. Our pumpkin is ready from the oven. Let the pumpkin cool for 15 minutes before removing the flesh with a spoon. To make the filling, combine 3 large eggs, 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, half a tablespoon of salt, 1 1/2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and finally 1/4 cup of milk. Remember the simmer pot I made at the beginning? It's time to strain the mixture, but I will still keep what I make with this a surprise for the end. We are almost ready to assemble our pie, and we'll begin with rolling out our dough. Here is another great time to speak wondrous thoughts to your dough. Fill it with love and roll it out wide to encompass all your dear ones who may enjoy your hard work. Carefully roll your dough around your rolling pin and place it into your pie dish. making sure all edges are covered, pinching the edge all around to create the classic pie crust. After filling your pie, you can decorate it any way you'd like. I chose little dough trees. Our pie is going into the oven at 400 degrees for 50 minutes. After, check every 5 minutes until a toothpick placed in the center comes out clean. And our pie is finished. And surprise, I have made sugared cranberries using the simmer pot sauce. I used them to decorate all around this pie, which was so much fun taking the time to place each one mindfully. I decided to add some rosemary sprigs around the pie because I love rosemary and it looks amazing. And here she is, the very last piece of my pumpkin pie that I made. This did not stay fast in my house. My boyfriend loves pumpkin pie, and like I said at the beginning of this video, this is truly the best pie I have ever made. I was super happy with myself, and I really hope one of you creates this recipe at home because I just want you to be able to taste it. It was so freaking good. So I'd like to enjoy the last slice with you today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a wonderful Samhain and a great full moon and a wonderful day today, whatever day you're watching this video on. Oh my gosh, I need to get a cranberry. Oh, that was not cute. That was not cute. These sugared cranberries are my favorite thing in the entire world now. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!